Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Nick Crypto Crusader posting this, guys, is the bottom in on Bitcoin now. He's taking a look at some metrics here, looking at the current price action on the Bitcoin chart. So he says 64,561. This level we tapped back on March the 6th before we pushed to over $73,000. This was the low on the 17th before we lost it on the 19th before retesting the demand zone around 61.8. It's a crucial level for Bitcoin must hold for us to confirm that we have bottomed. To simplify things and to sum it up, okay, if we reclaim 68,500, that is bullish, but if we lose 64,500, that is bearish. He's personally looking for higher highs and higher lows. So this is what he's looking at on the chart. And I've talked about this too, this head and shoulders pattern forming. This is actually a broader head and shoulders pattern. And there's a smaller head and shoulders pattern in here. I'm going to show you guys that on the chart in a second. So now we've started moving back up, guys. I've got the Bitcoin chart here on the hourly. And as you guys can see here, we were trying to move back up, but now the trend is moving further to the downside right now. A price for a Bitcoin is around $64,600 per coin. But the good news so far, at least, is that we are retaining this price level right in here. So roughly where he said, we kind of have to be above that level to remain bullish. So 64,500, that is the bullish level there. And we're at 64,600 roughly, give or take. But realistically, if we go below the $60,700 level, right down in here, that would mean that we've lost all the gains, and chances are we would move further to the downside, maybe around $56,000 to $57,000 per coin. Hopefully we do not get down that far. Of course, this is the pre-halving, so this is what we are to expect. Willy Woo also mentioning the good news versus the bad news for Bitcoin fundamental models. So the bad, SOPR has peaked at a very high level. What this means is profit taking is currently in progress. So people are taking profits from the Bitcoin, suggests consolidation will take time. My mom always said to me, breaking all-time highs were never meant to be so easy. So that's something else we have to pay attention to. Good. We had a 17% drawdown, okay? So it's down 17%, which is pretty much what we saw in the last all-time high cycle. The prior cycle, we were down 31%. So considering we're only down 17%, that's actually not terrible news. Bad, though, the macro risk signal is starting to climb. It compares inflows to risky price action. It's still in a bullish region, though, so in my opinion, this is typical of a freeze-out spaz before a pump, and we need to shake out the weak hands. So, guys, a bit of a stall here, and as you guys can see, as the hour flipped over, you guys can see now we're starting to form, well, at least starting to form a bullish green candlestick here. So hopefully this level holds, and we see Bitcoin continue to rise to the upside, although greed is starting to decline even more, now in the 70s, 79. For greed, the market cap is now down below $2.5 trillion. 24-hour volume is definitely cooling down quite a bit to 27.2%. Bitcoin dominance still holding. So, in terms of price action in the space, we were seeing altcoins really kind of rallying alongside Bitcoin, but now those gains have cooled off. We have to wait a little longer, I think, and, it's because we are just before that halving. The halving is about a month away. Whenever Bitcoin has broken its all-time highs, it would perform a bull market top around 266 to 315 days later. So an interesting observation here from Rect Capital. Bitcoin reached a new all-time high last week. Next bull market peak may thus occur in 266 to 315 days. That would make the all-time high roughly around December 2024 or February 2025. So we've been looking at these dates in and around December, February. In another video I did, I was pinpointing the date there using another model in and around January, so right smack dab in the middle. It's anyone's guess, but ultimately we still have a lot more bull run to go. So don't be worried. Take this opportunity to accumulate the cryptocurrencies that you want to add to your portfolio. And if you want to see what I'm adding to my portfolio, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. A lot of these altcoins have taken a hit, so they are actually under the cost average of, some of them are under the cost average of what I purchased them at. Some have already taken off, but there are still opportunities there. It is only $5 a month if you guys are interested in seeing what my trading plan is, seeing me push the buy button and push the sell button eventually. I'm going to be making all kinds of videos around this type of trading content, basically my trading journey for this bull run. So that's at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. And there's the price of XRP as well. And of course, the price of XRP is just following Bitcoin at this moment right now. One XRP is trading for about 62 cents. We did see a bit of a pump yesterday up to about 65.5 cents, but that is down to, as of the time of this recording, Don't worry, guys. We are going to get there. It's going to happen in due time. We are still forming this beautiful trend to the upside. The Nike swoosh pattern still checking out every single day of this. I feel like, I'm saying the same thing, but it's okay. This is all positive news for XRP holders. And, it tests our patience. Generally speaking, XRP does pump last and fast, and it always has. So, this is what I'm expecting at this point in time. And, last time we barely made it past the 0.5. And so, I'm hoping we can at least break that record, and I'm sure we will. We are only about 218% from the all-time high. And if we have about a year's worth of bull run in us, maybe 10, 11 months, we have a lot of time to get past the inter-year high from back in 2021. I think we're going to blow past all-time high, to be honest. Going to keep moving along, guys, because BITRUE, by the way, the exchange that I use for the Patreon, I'm trading everything on the BITRUE exchange. They have just announced a $50,000 trading contest for XRP. This one courtesy of Ant1 here on Twitter. Leading pro XRP exchange BITRUE has launched another trading competition centering around XRP. And, you could win $50,000 if you guys sign up. The opportunity to win $50,000. BITRUE disclosed details about a new trading competition via the X platform. As per the announcement, it is an exclusive spot trading contest for freshly listed XRP pairs on the exchange. So check this out, guys. If you're using BITRUE, trade the newly listed XRP pairs. All you have to do is trade XRP pairs, and they include Pepe, Bonk, Ordi is another one here, OP, XAO, or rather XAO for the XAO network, WLD, and Uniswap. Those are the pairs that you can trade. Users can trade any of them to share in a prize pool containing $50,000. And then the breakdown is down here. While participating, it is worth mentioning that prizes are distributed based on ranking and trading volume. Those in the first place winner spot will receive 20% of the prize pool, followed by 15% for second place, 10% for third place. Meanwhile, 10% of the reward will be shared among ranks 4 through 30. So again, if you guys want to sign up, I do have an affiliate link for BITRUE in the description of the video here. You can use my link if you want. You don't have to use it. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention. So wanted to thank Ant1 for posting that. This just in too, guys, from Watcher Guru. The X platform has now received a money transmitter license for payments in 22 states. So we were eyeing Ripple a few months ago, racking up the American transmitter licenses. Well, X is also looking to add to their stack too. Their money transmitter licenses have now reached 22 states, and we've got Iowa, Ohio, Utah, Florida, Kansas, Oregon, Virginia, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Missouri, Michigan, Wyoming, Arkansas, Maryland, Nebraska, Mississippi, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Dakota, and New Hampshire. So a big feat here. Obviously, Elon Musk has a plan in mind. He has mentioned it in the past that he wants to make the X platform kind of like a WeChat, similar to what they have in China, which is an all-in-one payment platform, messaging tool, etc. So Elon Musk has received 3 more transmitter licenses from the U.S. states, as per sources familiar with the matter. With the latest set of licenses, X Payments has received licenses in 22 states to gain approval as the company explores offering payment features this year. Elon Musk told ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood that he expects that payment features need to go live by mid-2024. X Payments LLC has been granted a money transmitter license to offer payment services in Illinois, New Mexico, and Oregon states. Elon Musk's X Payments applied for money transmitter licenses in 32 states and has received 22 licenses for offering payment services on the X platform. And King Valix here also commenting, kind of funny how Elon got many money transmitter licenses and directly before the AMM goes live, guys. And by the way, that is happening today, March the 22nd. If you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm dropping it, here's just the documentation with regards to the X transmitter licenses, just giving us some more information about that, more detailed information there. So I really do wonder how this is going to roll out. I wonder how close we are to more adoption for, cryptocurrency adoption through platforms like this. And since social media really isn't in the payments game, this could really change the landscape, considering how many people use social media, all different types of social media. And I think, if the X platform goes ahead and starts, making it a payment option for people, others will have to follow suit. I think, the Facebooks of the world and the others, they will also have to, be in lockstep with this in order to be competitive. Otherwise, you might find that they will be left behind. So I think Elon becoming a trailblazer here. There's also some speculation that the X platform could be using XRP, just based on previous knowledge that we've found over the years with regards to Elon Musk. I recently did a video on that, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. A compilation, if you will, of many different videos accumulating more information, more research that I've done over the years with the help of the XRP community, revolving around the possibility that Elon Musk, yes, could be using XRP for the X platform. I mean, there's so many reasons why it makes so much sense. Anyway, wanted to thank King Valix there and Watcher Guru, obviously, for posting that. We recently also got more news that a settlement has been reached between Ripple and the SEC. Now, Black Swan Capital is bringing this to our attention. Whether it's true or not, a settlement is, well, in his opinion, unnecessary and inevitable. Ripple's network is beyond the SEC's control, and XRP is already functioning as a currency in many countries. He posted this with regard to this most recent report, guys, from Crypto Mode. Details of the remedies-related briefing includes Ripple's financial statements and post-complaint XRP institutional sales. He was retweeting out James K. Filan's tweet here. Although I don't think technically we have come to any kind of settlement. I feel like this title is a little misleading. Is there a settlement, though? I mean, there could be behind closed doors. However, James K. Filan did post this. He disclosed that the two parties recently penned a joint sealing proposal, so that is more accurate there to address issues related to their ongoing legal tussle. Filan further revealed via X that this plan was officially shown to Judge Annalisa Torres at the U.S. District Court in New York's Southern District. So just penned an agreement here, a joint sealing proposal. And that was from back a few days ago now. Should Judge Annalisa Torres grant the approval, it would conceal vital particulars in a remedies-related briefing. These details encompass various aspects, such as Ripple's financial statements and post-complaint XRP institutional sales. By concealing these specifics, the XRP community and the broader crypto community would be deprived of significant insights regarding updates about the case. The former prosecutor added that the potential impact of withholding these outcomes from public scrutiny on market sentiment remains uncertain. Furthermore, the ultimate resolution of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, which commenced in December of 2020, remains ambiguous despite progressing into its remedies deliberation stage. So there are still some more significant dates that we do have to get past, which is, one is today, March the 22nd, in which the SEC is expected to submit its initial remedies-related briefing. Then we have March the 25th to identify portions of the brief that require redactions. Then we move all the way to April 22nd, around the time of the halving, the deadline for Ripple to present its opposition to a brief. And then there are a few dates in May here that have been pushed back. The SEC is then expected to file its response under seal on May the 6th, with redacted versions thereafter. By May the 20th, all Ripple Labs, the SEC, and third parties involved must file letter motions and oppositions concerning the sealing of details within the filing. So we are still waiting here, guys, and it is expected, apparently, that Judge Annalisa Torres is going to give her final judgment later this year or in 2025. So hopefully we get it before 2025. I have a feeling that, because regulatory clarity is on the line here, I think Judge Annalisa Torres realizes that she does have an obligation, that, there is need to get some kind of regulatory clarity sooner rather than later. Even Brad Garlinghouse has noted how big of losers the SEC are. Good Morning Crypto posting this. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse states he believes the SEC will also lose against Ethereum. So if you guys didn't catch yesterday's video, which I will post up here, apparently now the SEC is targeting Ethereum, saying that the ETH cryptocurrency could be a security, or at least alleging that it is. The SEC picked fights with the industry and is now losing badly in the courts. This coming from Brad Garlinghouse. They're now fighting fellow regulators like the CFTC and falling behind international counterparts. And at what point will the SEC realize, will they lose the war against Ethereum just as they lost against XRP? So clearly Brad Garlinghouse is on the same page as the XRP community. We won against the SEC despite how the SEC wants to spin it. XRP has legal clarity now in the United States, and this is why we're seeing Ripple also move ahead with their transmitter licenses, for example, similar to what Elon Musk is doing with the X platform. So much is going on to suggest that, we are making our way through this, fighting the good fight, and hopefully coming out the other end with, some real clarity that could boost the price of XRP once utility does kick in. Again, a 62-cent XRP. This is spec trading prices. We're going to see these prices go up in the spec market, but with real-world utility, the charting patterns, the TA, the technical analysis on a lot of these utility coins are not even going to matter anymore. We'll throw Fibonacci on here saying, XRP can reach $13 and change if we get to the top of the fib. But guys, this is going to get blown out of the water once we do see the real world utility. I mean, we do this because we are in a spec market. The technical analysis is generally a way for us to kind of gauge where we're going next based on, many different factors, looking at Bitcoin. So this is why we use technical analysis. It's not for any, kind of real world utility purpose, generally speaking, although it's funny how those narratives line up sometimes. We could see an XRP in the 3, 4, 5 digits one day. And if we see the real world utility coincide with the end of this spec market, I think that, maybe we could be surprised by XRP price moving even higher than we thought in this bull run. It's definitely not set in stone or a certainty by any means, but it is another theory that I have definitely pondered. And the only reason I say that is because we're getting so many hints, so many clues that, this is the way the industry is moving. Overseas, I think we're seeing it a lot clearer in the United States. And, as Bearable Guy says, nothing moves until the regulations are in place. So we are still waiting, of course, for the regulations to be in place before something moves. That jar of molasses moves very, very slowly. The regulations moving very, very slowly here. So anyway, wanted to thank Good Morning Crypto and Brad Garlinghouse for posting that. Now, Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unbox mentioning this. Okay, Coinbase skips XRP in the new US related futures products. And guys, this is another byproduct of not having those formulated full out crypto regs in the United States. I think Coinbase is maybe trolling the XRP community, though, a little bit with this. So yesterday I did comment on the CFTC, the new futures products that the CFTC has recently announced, going through certain cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum. Well, it hasn't been ignored that XRP did not get a futures product from Coinbase. They did reveal in their filing that they plan to begin trading the products on their exchange, and that is beginning next week, April the 1st. Should the futures trading agency give the green light, the platform would proceed with these plans in the next 11 days. However, Fox Business journalist Eleanor Turret has noted the absence of the asset XRP. She wrote, "But no XRP futures here." And of course, that has gotten the XRP community perking up. Besides Coinbase, other leading American firms have not received the July 13th verdict as favorable as the XRP community did expect. For instance, no U.S. asset management giant has filed to launch a spot XRP ETF, despite calls from investors and the community. So guys, I think this is still going to take a little bit of time. I don't think that we are fully ready for this. If you've noticed here, a lot of these cryptocurrencies that are on this list, by the way, let me just bring it up here again. Proof of work coins. Coins that pretty much follow the same guidelines, the same rules as Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, right? These are all proof of work coins. So you can create, funds surrounding these types of cryptocurrencies, I guess, because, the government sees them as more decentralized, even though XRP does have clarity. So I don't know, maybe that's just one reason. I don't know if that is the reason they're not launching an XRP-related product. Anyway, wanted to thank Wheezy for posting that. But we have to stay positive, guys, looking around the world. Swift is now embracing the concepts of tokenization and a shared ledger. Check this out. Courtesy of Michael Branch, Swift promotes the concept of a universal shared ledger now. Okay, before they were only bullish on their system and whatever happened to Swift GPI. In a website post today, Swift embraces the concept of tokenization in a shared ledger, which could replace the need for messaging between financial institutions. It initially argued that in addition to a shared ledger for payments, there's a requirement to store rich data such as the need for anti-money laundering or AML. Ideally, that data would be communicated through messaging. And so now they are admitting it. A shared ledger would be beneficial. While many of Swift's points are perfectly valid in our view, this demonstrates the classic conundrum of how incumbents respond to innovation. Swift could make sense as an operator of some of these shared ledgers. Likewise, incumbent central depositories might be the logical operators for security ledgers, so they do not make any comment on which type of ledger could be used, although they do mention down here DLT plus messaging would be a good example. The XRP ledger, possibly. It's funny, the Wrath of Kahneman is also commenting on this. Today, Swift did propose a shared ledger for payment data using blockchain technology. So now it looks as though Swift is on board. This discussion surely does raise a lot of questions, though, for the XRPL and the XRP community. And so if you look down here, I did not read all of the details, but I will link this in the description for you guys. Jory here says there are two layers, correct? Messaging layer, which is quick, and this is what the statement suggests, but is just the message, i.e. what Swift currently does. Then the settlement layer, which is slow and does the money, doesn't mention settlement layer, just complying with ISO for messaging particularly, and Wrath of Kahneman does agree. Yes, I think it is interesting their products could ostensibly move further towards looking like Ripple's solution in some ways in order to address larger issues of tokenization. And then Anders here mentioned this. He believes this is the most likely outcome, and I kind of have to agree because we know there isn't going to be one ledger that moves all the money. It is likely going to be shared amongst multiple ledgers. And he says the same thing here. Multiple shared ledgers, where maybe 3 to 4 shared ledgers as massive winners evolve over time. I see it very unlikely that 190 countries would be able to coordinate a transition to a single shared ledger in a big bang approach. More likely specialization among few. With more than one, you're not locked in with a single technology. And so he just pointed this out. It could take the form of a more gradual path with multiple shared ledgers coexisting with traditional systems. So the XRP ledger, likely a big part of this, taking a large portion of the pie, maybe the Stellar network too, guys. It is another step in the right direction and another step towards the tokenization of assets, the real-world utility that will bring XRP prices and other utility coins up along with it. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.